Workspaces. So the more we go, it's easier to find that Marfeel is becoming like the one-stop shop for everyone working at the publisher level, right, inside the newsroom. So it's we are like starting to give a lot of information from a content production perspective, from an audience perspective, from social perspective. We are trying to cover every single angle. The more we go, the more metrics we have and the more insights that you can get from it just to take action on your data. But it's also true that it's becoming more challenging to get everyone aligned on the same page. And that is key for the data teams and for the C-level, just to get everyone on the same page and making sure that everyone is looking at the same numbers. It's very true as well that filtering is important. Okay, so for example, if I go into Explore and say I just want to look at the last 7 days and compare this to the preceding period, this might be relevant to you. Okay, and it might be relevant to you and to another 200 editors that sit on the newsroom. So it's important that those 200 people don't have to just click around and make sure to understand all the dimensions and all the filterings that you are putting in place. And this is why we created Workspaces. Okay, so I'm going to create like a save report. I'm going to put this in a folder. Okay, and a folder is called a workspace, and I can put it like, well, I just like this icon the most, and I can save this. And imagine that this is I'm going to save another report because I care a lot about, I don't know, monetization. Okay, so I put I want to look at unique users, and I'm going to look at impressions, and I'm going to break this down by section, for example. I want to look this during the last 7 days. And again, yeah, that's good enough, right? So I'm going to save this. That's my report number 2. And I'm going to put this on my workspace, the one that I just created. And we've got a folder that should have 2 reports. So this is the workspace that I just created. This is the folder. And as I click on it, I can see that, yeah, we've got the 2 save reports that we were interested in. So those 2 save reports, I can go and share it with anyone inside my organization. So they are going to have access into those 2 reports, even if they don't have access to Explore. Okay. The good news is that any capability to explore the data is going to be disabled. Okay. So they are not going to be able to filter out anything or change anything unless they have permissions to do so. The other good news is that, yeah, just by clicking a button, we are creating a new dashboard for you. And those dashboards just can be realigned. And I don't know, for example, I like this graphic, but in this case, I would like to see the table because there was more interesting data. I can come here and say, hey, just give me the table. And then I'm going to have exactly the same things that I had on my report. I'm going to have them here. Now, this automatically got saved because I'm the owner of the workspace. This means that anyone that I share the workspace with is going to see the layout exactly like this. And I'm just going to go back into workspaces, and I'm going to get like one that has more things. Yeah, this one might be interesting. So for example, I just click here. There are lots of reports, and I just go into visualization as a dashboard, and that's what you get. Again, you can resize, you can add reports from pretty much any save report that we've got. We are actively working on this. There are like lots of new developments that we will be landing in the next weeks. So you can add, like, for example, text, that you can have like common filters that you can apply to all the graphics and all the tables that you have got here. You will be able to have real-time information here. Again, we just wanted to release this, see the adoption, and hopefully this is going to relieve a lot of time from integrations just to take things out to Google Data Studio or anywhere else. At least for the low-hanging fruit, you are going to get it. Also, in terms of workspaces, and I'm going to get back to my workspaces, something that is very interesting is that, yeah, there are reports that when you produce them, is like, yeah, I want to save them. But what is, then I will never remember to get back into them. Okay. So it's very important for data teams and executive teams to create habits. Okay. That it's like, okay, this report, it's very important that we review it on the Mondays, or this report is very important that we review it first week of the month, every month. And then can be putting calendar things on your calendar, but we thought it would be easier that when I get when I go into my workspace and I just visit this report, you can now subscribe, not only you I can subscribe myself to get like a reminder on a daily basis. This is the time of the day, and you can select who you want to send this to. But most interestingly, you can just schedule things to be sent to any Slack channel or Teams channel. We really prefer that you send things to Teams or Slack, not because they pay us anything, which is not the case, but because we think that data then becomes more collaborative. Okay, so you get the reminder, and right from there, a real-time conversation can spark, and yeah, you can get aligned and just take the right action at any point.